Hi, how are you doing? I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for coming to my channel. If you'd like to subscribe, that'd be great. I'm actively trying to grow the channel right now, but if not, that's totally fine. Thank you for being here regardless. I wanted to talk to you today about how I grew this beautiful, ginormous, gorgeous monstera deliciosa. I have a few tips for you, and a few of them I don't really hear people talking about. So maybe I have something to offer you that's new. I'll start off with the main ones that everybody kind of talks about. First one being lighting. Plants need sunshine to grow. So the first thing you would want to do is really evaluate your lighting situation. And maybe play with placement of the plant. Sometimes they get a little bit finicky about where they want to be. And so lighting is a big deal. The second thing that I would offer you as a tip is watering. So obviously, in addition to light, plants also need water. Not too much, not too little. So I let this girl dry out in between waterings, and she seems to love that. So wait till it's dry. I usually just do a finger test. I just put my finger in there, I don't know, up to the knuckle, the second knuckle, and I just kind of check and see if she feels dry. You can also kind of see the plant itself. Sometimes the leaves will start kind of, curling a little bit. If you really look at your plant, they'll usually give you a clue as to what's going on with them. So that brings me to the next item, which is potting medium. Monstera deliciosa doesn't like to stay wet. This is not a plant that typically lives in a bog or anything. So you want good water drainage. I actually make my own aeroid mix, and if you're interested, I'll talk about that at some point. But it works really well. So a nice, well-draining aeroid mix. And there are some that are commercially available. You don't have to make your own if you don't want to. The next tip I would give you is keep her clean. Plants are like us; they don't like getting really dirty. And out in their usual habitat, their natural habitat, they would get rained on, and so they'd be cleaned periodically. Well, we don't have a lot of rain inside, so I usually wipe mine down with either a neem oil or an anti-pesticide that I make. And if you're interested in that, I'll share that with you as well. But there's another reason why keeping your plants clean is really important, and that's because they have, I think it's called stromata. I don't know, you probably know better than I do. But it's literally how they breathe. So keep them clean so they can breathe easier. So the next thing I would talk about would be food. Yes, they need light. Yes, they need water. Yes, they need to not sit in it. But they also really need food. Most of my plants, I just give them the Miracle Grow stuff. It worked really great for my grandma. It's worked well for me. I only have one plant right now, I think, that doesn't get the Miracle Grow. It just doesn't seem to like it. So I have another feed for that one, and I can talk about that if you'd like sometime. And then finally, my two unique tips. Time. It takes a lot of time for a plant to grow. This took 4 years. So you gotta be patient. And I would add on to that, it's a commitment. If you look after your plant for a week and then you stop, it's gonna die, or it's not gonna grow to its fullest potential. So your plant needs a commitment from you, it needs consistency from you, and it needs time to give back to you. So those are my tips for growing a really big monstera deliciosa I hope you found this helpful, and have a great day. Bye.